Welcome. Good morning. Well, it's not really the morning, but what up, Steven? Happy Easter. I did not check what my lipstick looked like. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And I hope you're going to see your families. And if you don't have family, that means you're just like me. And I'm just going to be hanging out with my snakes. And what up, Pam? Hey, Pam, you're still blue. You're like my non-working moderator. I just put you in there to be badass because you've been my only fan for like 10 years. Steven, you don't know Pam, but she's been around since the dawn of creation, which was when I had my very first channel. Pam was there, and that was like 10 years ago now, at least, was my first channel. So, did a little thingy, when you guys went to join the chat, did a little thingy pop up that said like there were guidelines to follow and to be nice and respectful? Nice. Good job. All right. Follow them motherfucking rules, bitches. Even though everyone is really genuinely nice in the chat, and I sometimes can't see it because like I have my brightness really low because my eyes are really sensitive. So I can't really see. Sometimes I don't see what you guys write until the next day when I go through the chat. So I just want to say you guys are so nice to me and you say the nicest things. And I just want to say thank you for that. I guess it's all about thanks on Easter or some shit like that. I don't really fucking know why we have Easter. I think it's just some type of I read today it was like some type of Catholic ritual. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. But anyways, we're not going to get into that because you know I do not talk about that kind of stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day anyways out there. I am home alone and I've been cleaning and doing laundry and I cleaned my stove and I waxed my legs and I took my nail polish off and now I'm doing laundry. It's just a regular Sunday over here. I don't know what you guys are doing, but over here is pretty mad chill. Hope you guys look at you guys. You're only two here. Woohoo! Nobody else is gonna bother us. Watch. It'll just be us two the whole time. Love you too, Pam. Oh, okay. Is that when apparently Jesus rises from the dead for like 3 days or 7 days or something like that? My sister and I were trying to figure it out without Googling it. Why we even have Easter? Like, what the fuck? It's really weird. You go around stealing eggs from birds. That's super rude. I don't really know. Actually, I watched you probably know the show, the Alaska show or whatever. It's been around for so long, but anyways, this one Inuit family, at this time, right, is when all the seagulls lay their eggs, and then they go out and they harvest all the eggs. They don't take all of them from the nest, or maybe they do. They might be totally ruthless. I don't. But that's the whole Easter egg hunt for them. They actually go out and get real eggs to eat. I don't know what all this chocolate horse shit Chernobyl bullshit came from, but good luck. Hey, good luck, Chuck here. Good job. What's going on, buddy? We're just having a little warm up. Call it pregame. We're doing a little pregame right now before the real event. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything yet. All right, here we go. Ninth house, Aries, Mars. Matthew Good just started playing in my head instantly. Something like a storm. Oh, his guitar on that song, it's all about the music. I don't know if you ever heard that song, but it is powerful. It's got these violins going in the background. Oh, God. It's like the sexiest song right now playing in my head. I tell you, nothing like a good Matthew Good song. Nothing like a good Matthew Good song. Did you just hear what I said? Wow. Say good one more time. Okay, ninth house, Sagittarius. That's double arrows. With Aries? What the fuck? That's a lot of fire. That's all fire. That's all fire. Double Aries and then Sag. Jesus. Okay, so really the main message I'm getting is you might be traveling. You might be Aries, Emperor, traveling for like work or something. And this traveling is gonna do something. Like right now I'm getting Yellow Wolf is in Alberta right now, I believe. And Alberta is, you get into those mountains and it's life-changing, especially you know what I was thinking of, the Continental Divide is up there, and there's a part where you can pull over in your car and look directly down the divide, and it is like, it's fucking breathtaking. It's just this break of the mountains where you can see straight down, and it's like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that changes in those three men that are touring right now. It's like something like that. You might take a work trip and be spiritually stimulated in some way. With the ninth house, that's spiritualism as well, balancing. Yeah, see, there's money right here. There's the Empress. Resources. Four of Pentacles. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. So somebody's like looking for stability. This King of Swords, somebody's looking for clarity. Because they're ready for it now. Maybe to expand their creativity in some way. And then there's material comforts at the end. Seven of Wands. Two of Swords. Nine of Wands. Like somebody's standing up for themselves in some type of stalemate situation. Okay, so you might find, like, you know, when they say like sometimes it does good to separate yourself from somebody's energy sometimes. I'm almost getting that. I'm almost getting like there could be somebody that's looking for more. So they step away from a stalemate and they, I don't know, go for a work trip or travel somewhere, get away. And that seems to help their creativity, strengthen their creativity. So with the fire aspect of all of this, it's like maybe your career is about to take off, like your hustle, the thing you do on the side. Six of Cups and the Hangman. So you're going to be getting a visitor. Okay, so this could be somebody traveling to you. This Emperor traveling to you, this King of Swords. I mean, either or, take it if it resonates, but it seems like there's a visitor coming to help bring in some type of material comfort for collective. Mars energy, driven towards you. or driven towards this stability after some type of stalemate. Okay. So we just got the helicopter, 5 of cups, sorry, in reverse, and then judgment's on the bottom of the deck. And then there's a message. Something from the past coming back to bring you stability. And I am so sorry about the fucking volume. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, but sure as fuck isn't my phone. So YouTube, get your shit under control. Because listening to the live, I can't even believe you guys are here right now. What up? Is that Sarah? No. Linger? Anyways, what up, everybody? The sound, I can't even believe you guys are tolerating it, is fucking so stupid right now. And I just want to, it's not me. Okay, it is not me. Just if somebody is wondering. 10 of Cups, the Star, the Ace of Swords. So there's hope on the horizon. Okay, with stability. That's all I can look at is this 4 of Pentacles. Like somebody needs to start saving their money. They need to start putting some stuff away so then they can get some material comforts going. They can get some shit for themselves. Okay. It just doesn't seem to be coming. So now it's almost like somebody's got to get creative with it. Like maybe you need to get creative about finding a job, or maybe you need to get out there, start handing your resume out as opposed to doing it over Indeed or over Monster, over the internet. Okay. I find that most times it's almost like 5 times out of 10 when I use those resources, my resume doesn't even make it there. And when I'm applying for it, I have like 10 years experience for it. So I don't understand why I wouldn't get the call. Not saying that I should always get the call because I've got experience, but I'm just saying when you have experience and you're giving your resume out and no one's calling you, check to see if they even got your resume for one. Because honestly, there was this one little time with Indeed that places, employers weren't even getting my resume. I don't even understand. Like, and then they're like, well, you got to use the right keywords and all. And I'm, oh my fuck. Okay. It's bullshit is what it is. It's like little blockages. Okay. So it's almost as if somebody's got to get creative, like get out there, travel. There's a stalemate here that you can break through, but you have to be stronger than it. Okay, if somebody is if there's a situation that is involving you to kick ass, take names, and go for it, actually physically move your ass, do it. That's what this is talking about. Okay, you can't sit around waiting for something to come to you. It's almost as if you need to go out and get it because somebody is waiting for you to show up. Okay, there's this hangman. I mean, he's talking on the phone. And if you think about it, he kind of looks like a boss. Or he kind of looks like a boss where somebody would come in and be like, hey, boss, I know you're on the phone. Sorry, but someone's got a resume to hand in. Someone's got to talk to you about a job. Somebody this. Like, physically show up. That's what I'm getting. Physically show up. And I think there's going to be success because there's happiness here. There's a second chance. So I don't know if you handed in a resume somewhere or you applied somewhere. I would take it physically in now. Ask to speak to a manager. Okay, that's like the most professional thing to do in the entire world is you go in, you hand your resume in, speak to a manager. If the manager's busy, obviously you can ask to come back a certain time. Don't always just give it to the employee because what I've seen also in the past is employees throw your resumes out because they don't want anybody being hired because they want the hours. Okay, so just be careful, right? Like speak to whom you need to directly, no more third parties, just in case, because this Mars energy seems direct. right? And then with Aries being the emperor would be direct. The ninth house being Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius being balanced and being direct. Keeping your composure, staying cool, calm, collected, walking in, taking names, and getting jobs. Okay? That's almost like what somebody needs to be thinking here. Okay, there's a journey here. And it's like it's a good journey. It's a long journey. It's something that's actually going to last. That's how I feel. Something that's going to last. So it's worth the travel. It's worth the effort. It's worth whatever this fire energy is doing. Because look at the King of Swords has the fucking fire in his hand right there. This guy always reminds me of Slain. I don't know why, but you know, Slain wears those hats, those Boston hats, right? The little rim. I always think that that's Slain. It creeps me out. I cover him up. Because it's not, but it just creepily looks like him. Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? Anybody else? Anything else? No? All right. I think we're done. Ooh, look at that potential success. Look at that bullseye, baby. Pretty damn good shot, if you ask me. Okay. So whatever it is that you're going for, you got a pretty good shot. Okay. Are you getting a better shot than that? Most likely not really likely. Okay. And then there could be this. Okay, I just got this too. Spirit just said, you know, you could have applied for a job, okay, and they hired somebody else. Because like sometimes employers do this shit quick, okay. Sometimes they take you like 2 weeks to call. If that's the case, and sometimes they hired somebody else and then the other person didn't work out, but you were on the back of their mind. So this could be somebody sacrificing, aka kind of the hangman, this job so then you can get it. So then you come back, reapply or something, or the employer calls you and is like, because I mean, I have had that happen before. A couple of years ago, I had somebody call me. Okay, one lady, yeah, actually two different, I think this was the same year. One lady off Indeed didn't get my resume, she said. I don't know how she found it, but eventually she did, called me like a month later and was like, oh my God, I missed your resume. And honestly, the panic in her voice, because she really wanted to hire me, because it was for kind of like a higher supervisor position that I had a lot of, you know, experience with. And you could tell. And I was like, I got hired somewhere. And she was like, no, I could feel her angst. You know, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like there could be that somebody might have, you know, went over your resume already. And like the resume is the analogy. Okay. Whatever that is. Okay. But I remember being like, and then there was another person too who called me. I handed in a resume and they ended up calling me for interview like, I don't know, man, 2 weeks later. And I did have an interview with them and I did get hired. So I was able to ask, like, why does it usually take you guys 2 weeks to call somebody after they hand in a resume? And he was like, no, we never wait that long. But like something happened with one of the managers and they got sick. So they postponed the hiring because they had enough people anyways. It was one of those places where they could just move people around and it was fine because the managers do have to work anyways. But this manager got sick. So there was only one other manager left. And I was like, are you lying? And he's like, no, I almost died. And it was him who got sick who ended up hiring me. So I was like, okay, so maybe that's, you know, there could be something like that. Somebody could have gotten sick or, you know, gotten into a car accident after they had an interview with you. What's that again? Oh yeah. It kind of be the analogy like Friends when Rachel, she finally gets a promotion and then the lady gets run over that morning. And Rachel's like, did she happen to put through any paperwork before she got killed? And she totally misses that opportunity. And it's like, of course, you know. Yeah, I can do questions today. And then I'm going to do one more reading and then I'm going to kick it and finish the rest of my laundry. Oh my gosh. You know that song, Zombie by the Chanberries? Hey, speaking of Friends, I sing it laundry and I don't know why, but I think it was on one day while I was doing laundry and all I could hear in my head was laundry. And I was like, she's saying zombie right now or laundry. And then my sister came out and she goes, I swear to God, she just said laundry. So now I sing that song while I do laundry. I don't know why. I don't know why I do these things. But it's really fucking entertaining when you live alone and you just want to talk to yourself. All right, Steven. Yeah, we're doing questions. Such a caring move. I don't even know what you're talking about, but cheers to that shit. I have absolutely no idea what that question means. So, Steven, you go right ahead with your question while that other person rewrites that question. Is he just creepy? I don't know. What up, JK Lovin? Who's got questions? I think Steven wants to go. Happy Easter, everybody. I made a really weak coffee and I'm going to be chugging it, which really sucks. You know, I made a strong coffee the other day and it wasn't really that good. But I do slip it sour. This I can just chug right now. I watched this video of a lady who has an addiction to caffeine. Bitches drinking coffee all day. I would have a fucking ulcer like through my stomach. Is my ex targeting me? To be honest, actually, Steven, no. What your ex, from the looks of it, did is they did some type of cord cutting ceremony and they let you go. So they're not targeting you. They actually are stepping back from you and letting you go. Fun fact for you. Somebody talk about money, want to give me money or need me to pay. Who the hell is Fingerboard? Oh, Fingerboard. What up, Fingerboard? You guys all know each other? I don't know what that means. Somebody talk about money, want to... Okay. Oh, okay. I think what you're saying is, I think what you're asking, maybe you don't speak English, but from the looks of it, you are asking if somebody is legit trying to give you money or if they're just being creepy. And that's how I'm going to take it. Is somebody going to actually give this person money or are they a creep? Yes or no? Are they going to give them money or no? Nah. I think they got their money locked up. I would walk away from that. I would step back. Look at step back. Means the universe doesn't want you to fuck around with them. Put up your boundaries, block them. They're obviously a creep. Yes, look it. They are obviously a creep, dude. Don't go down that road. All right. Does anybody else have questions before we move on to the next collective reading? Actually, I have to heat up my coffee because I'm chugging it and it's too cold. Any more questions? You did? What did you ask? Pam was the love question. Pam, you have a love question? God damn it. Oh, okay. You just love. Okay. I didn't know what the hell you meant by that. Apparently, you meant literal. Okay. Pam wants to know if there's any love around her. Okay, so I don't know. It's being a little cryptic, Pam. So we have release desire to control. Listen to your intuition. And then choose a new direction. So I don't know if you have, if you're trying to control something or if you're trying to get something to go your way with somebody. Or you want to go, I don't know what this desire to control is. Release desire to control. Maybe you're on like a dating site or something like that. I don't know, but they're like, choose a new direction. So listen to your intuition. I don't know if your intuition's telling you to do something, but you're trying to control it, or because the desire to control is also in reverse. So I don't know if like you're not doing anything about it at all. Then they're more like, choose a direction, like choose something, like if you want to go on dating sites, then do it. If you want to try like 30-second dating or something, that, I don't know, like I definitely think like listen to your intuition. 7-7 on the old clock there. So does that make sense to you? No, that doesn't make sense to you? Or no, you don't like what I said? It's really hard because these are one-sided personal readings, so I just have to say what the cards say. But okay, well, if you wanted to choose a direction, listen to your intuition. I'm happy being. Oh well, I mean, who isn't happy being single? Like I love being single, but there's also like I'm getting bored. I don't know what that means. I don't know. And I'm like, do I want somebody sleeping in my bed or do I not want somebody sleeping in my bed? Do I want to share life with somebody? Don't I want to share life with somebody? I don't. I'm all up back and forth, man. I told you I like was kind of creeping on my ex-boyfriend. Well, we didn't even date. I think he just used me. as a rebound, but I was still kind of hung up on him. And I think there was a little witchcraft done on us too. So I was a little pissed off about that. And he blocked me. So after I asked if he would have a drink with me. So my dating life is really not going that well. Yeah. So I'm right there with you, Pam. I'm like, why do I even try? Because like every time I get shot down, every time. And then even my sister got a guy's number the other day. He gave her his number, and she called him. So they talked a little bit, whatever, and then he ghosted her. And she was like, he came to my work, gave him my, like, she's like, he gave him his number and now he blocked me. Like, I don't understand. She had a perfectly nice conversation with him and then he just disappeared. And oh, that's same with this other guy. 14 years. I knew this guy for 14 years. I finally had the nerve to like ask him out. We went out and he ghosted me afterwards. I'm like, am I that horrible? Like, am I that awful of a person that I just get ghosted all the time? Like, I knew him for 14 years and he just ghosted me. So I'm not really one to give advice about anything. And I don't really know. Like, you realize that we don't really talk too much about dating. Like, we talk about your exes coming back and we talk about people that think about you. But do we ever, like, really talk about love? No. For one, I don't really know that it exists. Like, I know that I truly feel love, especially, for my animals. Like, anything ever happened to them, I think I would fucking die. Like, I definitely know I have love in me, but I don't think it really exists anymore between people. And it makes me really sad because I see so many people that compromise for it. And I see so many people that are in relationships saying that they love and they're abusing. And I just go like, is that what love is to you? Like just abuse, just, being told what to do, a bunch of ultimatums being yelled at every night. Like, is that what you feel like love is? Like, because that's not love. And I stay single. So my definition of love is not what their definition of love is. I don't know what other people's definition of love, but to me, it's hate. I won't lead with hate. So, I mean, cheers to all those single people out there that are trying. You know what? We did have a viewer on the other day. Sarah. Oh my God. We had a viewer on the other day that actually asked somebody out. The card said that he should go for it and he went for it and she said yes. And then YouTube sometimes cuts these shorts for me during the live. I don't really know how it works, but like, and it did that part. Look at beautiful possibilities on the bottom of the deck. He was so cute about it. Oh my God, he was actually adorable about it. He was so nervous. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, dating is nervous. Like it really is. Okay, so Sarah, the other day you said when I was talking about the Little Mermaid, you said something about Ariel's dad being named Neptune. I thought his name was King Triton. Where did Neptune come from? What the actual fuck? Like I read it and I was like, is his name Neptune Triton? Or Triton Neptune? But why did I hear King Triton? Like, did I not hear that right? Because like when I said that, I was, I don't know. God damn it. I should have caught it. Damn it. All right. Well, we don't know what his name is now. Yeah, see, you get it, Pam. I don't know. I think it's King Triton. But like, what is his first name? I don't know. Could be Neptune Triton. But it's funny that you thought it was Neptune. But whatever that analogy was, I mean, it made sense, but it really confused me because I just watched it and I heard them all call him Triton. So I was like, wait a second, what was I hearing then? I was hearing Neptune? I went crazy. Because like I don't see the chat all the time and when I'm channeling, so I have to watch it later. Okay, I'm gonna do the last reading because I have to go. Look at how frizzy my hair is. I have to finish my laundry. That is already done a half an hour ago. So we're going to finish this up. We're going to wrap it up. So thank you for liking the video. Happy, 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 happy Sunday. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. People. Justice in reverse. Alrighty. Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. Whoa. Somebody's stepping into some very powerful energy. King of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse in the past. Okay. So there seems to be some type of very like powerful cycle coming up here. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Emperor has the Pentacle in his hand. The other hand has the Ace of Swords. His right hand has the Ace of Swords. His left hand has the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is right here. So I feel like somebody has a seed that they are about to bring into the future and plant that shit. There's, okay, Leo energy with strength. 5 of Pentacles. The Shaman. More fire. King and Queen of Swords. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be a period coming in the future here where somebody kind of hides a little bit. So then they can, it's almost like it's hermiting yourself. All right, hermiting yourself so then you can get something done. You know how artists lock themselves in their room until they get whatever they need done and then they come out? It's something like that. The magician's going to lock himself in some type of room to get something done. So then they can get to the bottom of something. Because there's been like some misjustice here that has caused somebody some financial ruin. And that's why with this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Pentacles is going to reverse that ruin, that poverty. It's going to do the opposite. Okay. And, there is some type of enemy around you that be careful, switching shifts and doing favors for people or something like that. Be careful because you definitely have somebody here that wants to use you for your money in some way. And that's why this Ace of Pentacles is very important that somebody decide to bring forward, because I feel like if they don't use it, it's going to be lost and stolen from them. So they might as well make the move themselves because it's been it's like somebody's done magic, like they've put something around somebody's money. And now I feel like that person finally has figured it out. Like it's almost I almost feel like it's gonna be this Ace of Pentacles is gonna be some type of investment. That's how I feel. Like if something comes through or um something even in put in $1 a week and invested in this, something's gonna grow. Maybe that's why it has to go into hermit. Once you put the money into something, it has to grow, right? So you have to let it grow without touching it and fucking with it. So there's the Empress. I cut the deck and the Tower. And Devil. Okay. 7 of Wands. The Mummy. The Mummy's waking up. Okay, so somebody's definitely been, like they're ready for this. They're ready to take what's theirs now. They're not going to just give it to somebody anymore. Not like maybe you have been, but it could be subconscious, or it could just be somebody allowing somebody to work more hours than you or get more money than you, or somehow somebody's getting more than you on this spectrum, and now it's like no more. Okay, once you go forward with this pentacle, that's a non fucking around kind of move. You're not going to mess with that once you plant it. The King of Swords, like, you have to be willing to take something, and that's the whole part of the Viking is he takes what land he wants. It's not, oh, this is Canada, this is France, no. If he shows up, he's going to take it like it's his, and he'll kill everybody around him to get it. Okay, that's what has to be the analogy of what this next cycle is because, oh my God, I didn't even notice the fucking little leprechaun sitting there. Somebody wants to steal your money. Okay, and that's why it's like you have to fight back, and that's why possibly the Yeti is here, because the leprechaun wants to come out, and that's why it's going to serve somebody most beneficial to keep their money hidden, or to keep this next cycle hidden so nobody finds out about it until it's ready. I mean, even with the mandrake, it grows. Like the majority of the actual man is below surface. Okay, so again, with the Yeti below surface, like somebody definitely has to, or is being guided to, keep something on the low, because if people find out about it, or if this person finds out about it again, they're going to try to come and steal it, because they're a fucking greedy little leprechaun, and that's what leprechauns do. Look how ugly he is. Okay, he's an ugly little asshole. Okay, and he has no business even coming into this reading, but it just goes to show, oh yeah, the devil's right below him. It just goes to show that the devil always appears, and it's usually over sex or money. Okay, and this would be money, because it's the only beginning that's here is the Ace of Pentacles. So clearly that little greedy asshole is going to want that Ace of Pentacles. All right. Anything else before we wrap it up? Look at that. That's your Ace of Pentacles. I think it's an onion. I don't really know. I just knew that I wanted to paint a bulb. A bulb. But it is growing like a motherfucker. Look at all them roots. All right, that can't just be ripped out, and it's about to break the surface. Okay, so something is about to break the surface. Look at that. Abracadabra. Poof. Most likely a new job. There's been a few of these coming out, so if you guys got these out there, keep them going. Okay, there's map change. There's a new adventure coming. Okay, and then look at that. Possession with demonic below it in reverse. So there's definitely some type of attachment that has been around you or following you around that is now done. Okay, because spirit knows that you're in danger. There's definitely been some type of like superficial pride going on. Okay, somebody like Scorpio energy, transformation energy. It's like somebody looking at you differently, or not seeing you for the way that you are. Okay. That'd be whole don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. All right. And I think somebody did kind of do that to you. There's Neptune energy. Speaking of Neptune, there's Neptune energy. So super illusion. Somebody also could have some type of like nightmares about you or dreams about you now because of this misjustice that they would have been a part of. Like if somebody is having nightmares about you and involving money, they obviously took money. And actually last night, so it was really weird. There was like this bug in my room and I didn't know if it was a wasp or not. So I found my fly swatter and I whacked it down. I didn't kill it because I was horrible at even trying to find it or target it and hit it. So I finally get it down off the wall. I put it outside. Ends up it was a ladybug. I'm glad I didn't kill it, but still, like, what a nuisance these fucking things are. They're everywhere right now. Anyways, so I put it outside, and in my dreams last night, I've been doing some magic against my sister's ex-husband who bankrupted her, and like became a millionaire the next day, basically. So totally fucked her. Oh yeah, killed her kid, ran over her kid, did a bunch of shit to her. I had the fly swatter in my dreams last night, and he was there, and he was putting out a bunch of ill intention out in the universe about me and my sister. And I was so angry. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you put that out about me? Why can't you just say something nice? Why can't you just be a nice guy for once? And whatever he said, I started whacking him with the fly swatter. I didn't know what to do. I don't hit people, right? I'm not a hitter. I'm not aggressive. But he was like, in the dream, he was like 9 feet tall. Okay. So I couldn't even barely reach him. So, but then I had this fly swatter that like opens up like this. And I just started whacking him. I started jumping up and whacking him with this fly swatter, which I think it was like hitting his arms or something. And I was like, I woke up in the morning and I went, wow. Okay, so I definitely know that people have been putting out ill intention about you. Or I wouldn't have told that. So I don't really talk about my dreams because it's my personal life. But the fact that he was there, this guy is so fucking full of pride. His pride is so high. His pride and his greed is so bad. Oh my God, it's actually disgusting. Like, he doesn't even look like the same person anymore. Gross. Anyway, his money turned him into a really bad person. And the fact that he showed up in my dreams last night after completely robbing my sister blind. Okay, so not only did he rob us blind, put my sister through bankruptcy, killed her, took all the houses, took everything away from her, but then he sends ill intention out. Like, look at that number, lucky number 13. I'm thinking like, okay, so you ruin somebody's life. You can't even just leave it at that. You have to go and shit talk them afterwards. You have to put ill intention out after you robbed them, you fucked them, you raped them, you left them, and then you still want to send out ill intention. Like, you can't just coexist with them, because even I don't think about him. I don't want to think about him. If different, messages come out about my sister's ex-husband, I say them because it's an analogy. We always talk about analogies. He did a lot of shit. It's his fucking fault if it comes out because it's most likely going to be a bad story because he's a fucking awful person and he's going to reap the fucking reaper for what he did to my sister. I know he is. So I've been trying to do magic to get him to back off and back down and fucking stop with this bullshit. Stop fucking cursing us. Stop. Just leave us alone. Just let us coexist. We don't do anything to you. Why do you do so much hate? Like, this guy does so much hate towards me and my sister. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's got some twisted fucking fixation with me. I know he always has. It's some type of like sexual attraction that he has towards me. And it's a resentment that he has towards women. So he fucking hates women. And then yet he's got a daughter whom he hates, by the way. He even had a daughter and decided to still hate women because he has massive mommy issues, which is why when you have parental issues, fucking deal with them. So then you don't have to go and put a spouse through it. So then you don't have to go curse your ex-girlfriends because your mommy hurt you when you were a kid. You know, like, oh my God, he just went out and got another mommy and got some chick to fucking take care of him and he's disgusting. He doesn't clean up. He's gross. He smells like BO all the time. He's a fucking slob. He puts his feet up on everything. He's fucking never there. He's an absent person. He's an awful person. So the fact that he showed up in my dreams, I know that something is now coming to terms, you know, like abracadabra, poof. Okay. If you're doing magic, it's working. Okay. This is your sign because there's these ignorant assholes. Actually, he is a Scorpio. Ignorant assholes out there who robbed you blind, could have raped you, could have beat you up, could have sodomized your name all around town, talk shit about you. All right. These fucking people now are in a little bit of danger. Okay, they're in a little bit of danger. And that's why you're being told to fucking stand your ground, turn, keep walking, keep following down your path. Whatever these fucking losers are doing, they're physically trying to block you and it's not working. So keep doing your magic, okay? Because their stupid pride bullshit, okay, is not what's going to control your life anymore. Clearly, I mean, there's a reason why the devil shows up. He wants to control. He always does. He's a narcissist and he gets into people to control people. Okay, he gets into people to get mad at people. He completely controls collective and completely controls these karmics, and they think that they've got their own bodies. Like they think they're in control. They think that their hatred and their rivalry and their bullshit and their ghosting is all like their brilliant tactic because they're so smart. They're being systematically controlled by the devil. Okay, it's not fucking difficult. Okay, so whatever this is, somebody's got a map change quick. That's quick energy because somebody, like, spirit knows that you are in danger because of these people. Okay, and this tower coming down, I mean, to know that there was this much misjustice, this much, I mean, it's done. Okay, these fucking greedy little fucks that robbed you, stole from you, got you fired from a job, talked shit about you, got the boss against you, whatever it did that costed you money, that's what this is about. It just comes through an analogy of my sister's greedy ex-husband. Okay, it's like whatever you want to call it, fucking pride, whoever you're dealing with or whatever you're dealing with, somebody costed you money and they took it. Okay, and your gut is going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about if this is for you. That's why the Yeti is here, the Hermit energy is here, because I do feel like there's going to be a moment of time where you might be a little bit hidden because of work, because you're making money, because you're doing something right before you pop. You know, something like that. It's like you might, or it might all have to be under the surface. People might never see you again. Who knows? But there's a huge map change here, and you're changing destinations, okay, because of this misjustice. And there's no fixing this. Yeah, no doubt. All right, there's no fixing this. Look at gluttony. These people are fat, okay? They made misery. Look at that, intentions. That's what I said. That's what I said to Dan last night in that dream. I said, why do you have to send out such ill intentions? And look, awful, miserable, bad intentions. Okay. And time again, they keep doing it over and over and over again, sending you out bad luck, sending you out bad wishes, sending you out bullshit. When all you're trying to do is just live. You're just trying to coexist. You're just trying to, you know, keep the demons away and fucking the things in your closet. You're just trying to exist. Well, this person is just like, fuck you. I want you to go through this again. I want you to be broke again. I want you to be poverty again. I want you to be an asshole again. I want you to be alone again. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with people? I don't understand. And that's gluttony and that's pride. Okay. And that's what, you know, actually, speaking of Slain, he likes to talk about the 7 sins a lot in his music. It's like he's obviously battled with quite a few of them. And that's the thing. When I sit back and I think about my stepmother, she is a 7 deadly sinner. She's got all 7. All 7. All right. I knew my sister and I nailed down at least 4 sins on her at least. But the other day when we reevaluated the sins, she's at 7. She's a walking 7-degree sinner on a daily basis. And people think she's Mother Teresa. But who did Mother Teresa turn out to be? A baby trafficker. Okay? So again, you want to hide behind your church cult and your labels and your crosses. Better be careful who you're fucking siding with, whose back you've got. That's why I just have my own back. Okay? I don't back up nobody because I don't fucking know people anymore. I don't even know my own parents. I backed my parents up. I would have put money down on my parents that they were good people. That's how much I loved them. I just wanted to believe that they were good people. But now, as history has played out, they are in fact not. Okay, so whatever this is, it's taken a long time to figure out, okay, what this misjustice was. A long time. Okay, because it takes a long time for people to play out their lies, because you still have abusive parents out there that fucking whipped your ass every day or fucked you over saying that they were the greatest parent in the world and you were a little bastard as a kid. Okay, they won't admit jack shit. Okay, which really sucks because I mean, you've got grown ass people. These are grown ass people that did this that cannot admit that they were wrong, that they made the wrong decisions, that they went down the wrong road. They can't. But you, as their child, have to admit everything. You have to admit when you're wrong. You have to admit when you did something. You have to admit, you have to admit, you have to admit. But they can just hold ass lies until the day they fucking die. What? Because they're a parent? Again, or because they're your parent? Like, how much of abuse of authority do we have to see? You know, because if it's not abuse of authority with cops, it's abuse of authority with parents. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen it in everything. I've seen it in cops. I've seen it in social workers. I've seen it in parents. Okay. I've seen it in step foster parents. Okay. And step mothers and fathers. Okay. I've seen it in a lot of different ways. And it just really sucks that like these people, they say that they're going to do a job. Look at that Mother Teresa, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Acting like she's all godly and shit, you know? And then the absolute disgrace that comes out of their mouth once the cameras stop rolling. You know, that's my thing is like, if people think my stepmother is something that she's not. And the thing is because she's never spoken to me the way that she speaks to me in front of people. She pulls the, oh, we're just trying to love you. We're just trying to this. But when nobody else is around, you know, she's looking at me and going like, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you getting a job? Like, okay, is there something wrong with you? Like, do we need to, like, when I had dreadlocks back in the day, there was this curse that got put on my hair. And so I dreadlocked my hair so then I wouldn't have to shave my head because the witchcraft wanted me to shave my head so bad. And I was looking for a job and I just found out that I had scoliosis and fibromyalgia and Crohn's disease all in the same year. And I went and stayed with my father for like fucking 2 weeks. My stepmother lost it on me. And she actually one day, like my dreads, I loved my dreadlocks. They were like almost down to my ass. They were almost pure gray because of my hair. And I used to dye them all these crazy colors and stuff. Like I loved my dreads, to be honest. They really hurt after a while because they were so long. But she actually said to me one day, she goes, do you want me to take you to get your dreadlocks out? My heart dropped. I couldn't believe it. Like, was next going to be, do you want me to take you to go get all your tattoos lasered off? Did you make a huge mistake, little girl, and you just don't want to admit it? Ooh. I just like sometimes she has never spoken to me the way that she truly does in front of anybody else because she's a little fucking hiding liar. Okay, so like the misjustice thing is huge and it's going to keep coming out. It's going to keep coming out because people will slowly, as they develop, begin to want to put some pieces of the puzzle together that didn't fit so right for a long time. What up, Phoenix? All right, so I hope it resonated for some who needed it, and I hope it didn't resonate for those who didn't because... fuck that reading. But anyways, it's just, you know, so much bullshit, honestly, but that's why we do it. It's not always good messages, but that was definitely a little bit harsher of a message. So happy Easter. And I'm going to kill it at that. 118. And whitneymoonshine at gmail.com for your questions, your personal readings. Everything is in the about section and the description box. There's some shit in there. All donations are on the homepage. Okay. And we also have the 13th Moon Zodiac Tarot. And I streamed today a video for Cancer. I put it up for, but Taurus and Aquarius are also attached into it because they both came out. So that was a very interesting reading on the 13th moon. For those who didn't see it, I would definitely check it out if you are interested in that. Okay. Peace out to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely Sunday. Happy Easter. And I will see you probably in a couple days.